Long ago, the people of Israel were at war with a powerful enemy called the Philistines. The two armies stood on opposite sides of a wide valley, facing each other day after day. But instead of fighting, something unusual happened. Every morning, a giant warrior named Goliath stepped forward from the Philistine camp. He was massive in size, covered in heavy armor, and carried weapons that looked impossible for any normal man to lift. With a loud and confident voice, he shouted across the valley, mocking the army of Israel. He challenged them, saying they should send out one man to fight him. If that man won, the Philistines would serve Israel. But if Goliath won, Israel would become their servants. His words echoed through the valley, and every time the Israelites heard him, they were filled with fear. Even King Saul and his strongest soldiers were terrified. Day after day, for 40 days, Goliath came out and repeated the same challenge. And each time, no one stepped forward. The army of Israel stood frozen, paralyzed by fear. During this time, there was a young shepherd boy named David. David was not a soldier. He had no battle training, no armor, and no reputation as a warrior. His job was to take care of his father's sheep. One day, David's father asked him to take food to his older brothers, who were serving in the army. David obeyed and went to the battlefield, not knowing what he was about to see. When David arrived, he heard Goliath shouting his usual insults.
We cannot falter.
But instead of feeling afraid like everyone else, David felt confused and disturbed.
We cannot falter. Our people
he couldn't
depend on
understand
us.
why this giant was allowed to speak
falter.
against the people
Our
of
people
God
depend
without
on us.
anyone responding.
We cannot falter.
David
Our
asked the
people
soldiers
depend on
around
us.
him why no one had
The
stopped
situation
Goliath.
is dire. We must act
They
now.
warned him that
We
the
cannot
giant was
falter.
too strong
Our people depend on
and had
us.
been a warrior since his youth.
The situation is dire.
They
we must act
reminded
now.
David that he was only
we
a
cannot
boy.
falter. Our people
But David
depend on
didn't
us.
see himself as helpless.
The situation is dire.
He
we must
remembered
act
how
now.
God had
We
helped him
cannot
protect
falter.
his
Our
sheep from
people depend
lions
on
and
us.
bears.
We cannot falter.
To David,
our people depend
this
on
giant
us.
was no
People
different.
depend on us.
David's
David,
words
the
and
enemy is too
confidence
strong.
eventually
My
reached
Lord,
King
I
Saul,
will face
who
him.
sent
You
for
are
him.
so young.
When Saul
The enemy
saw
is too
David,
strong. My
he was
Lord,
doubtful.
I will face
He
him.
told
You are
David that he was
so
too
young.
young and
The enemy is too
inexperienced to
strong.
fight
My
such
Lord,
a dangerous enemy.
I will face him. You are
But
so
David
young.
calmly explained
The enemy
that
is too
God had
strong.
rescued
My
him
Lord,
before
I will
and would
face
rescue him
You are
again.
so young.
He trusted
David,
that the
the
same
enemy
God
is
who
too
protected
strong.
him in the
My Lord,
fields
I
would
will
protect
face
him on the
You are
battlefield.
So young.
Reluctantly,
So young.
Saul agreed.
Whoa,
He
this
tried
is
to
heavier
dress
than it
David
looks.
in
I can
royal
barely
armor,
lift my arms.
but it was
How
too
did they
heavy
fight
and
in this?
uncomfortable.
This is heavier
David
than
couldn't
it looks.
even walk
I can
properly
barely
in
lift
it,
my arms.
so
How
he
did
took
they
it off.
fight in this?
Instead, he chose what he knew best. He took his shepherd's staff, a sling, and 5 smooth stones from a nearby stream. As David walked toward Goliath, the giant looked down at him and laughed. Goliath was insulted that a young boy had been sent to fight him.
I will crush you
He
like an
shouted
insect and
threats
feed you
and
to the
promised
birds.
to destroy
You
David.
think you can defeat me, David?
But David
I
did
will
not
crush you like
respond
an
with
insect
fear.
and feed you to the birds.
David stood
Goliath,
firm and
this day
spoke
the
with
Lord
confidence.
will deliver you into my hand.
He told
You, a boy
Goliath
with
that
a
while
sling,
the
I will
giant
end
trusted
you.
in his weapons,
Goliath, this day
David
the Lord will
trusted in
deliver you
God.
into my hand.
You?
He said that
Goliath,
the battle did not
this day the
belong to
Lord will
strength
deliver you
or
into
weapons,
my hand.
You?
but to the Lord, and that
Hosanna!
everyone would see God's power
You
that
defy
day.
me, boy?
Then David ran toward Goliath.
You defy me, boy?
As the giant moved closer, David placed a stone into his sling, swung it, and released it with precision. The stone struck Goliath in the forehead. The giant stumbled and fell face down to the ground. For a moment, everything was silent. The warrior everyone feared was defeated by a shepherd boy. When the Philistines saw that their champion was gone, they panicked and ran away. The Israelites, once frozen with fear, suddenly found courage and chased after them. The battle was won, and David became known throughout the land. But the story of David and Goliath is not just about a boy defeating a giant. It is about faith standing up to fear. David did not win because he was
Thank
stronger or better equipped.
And we die.
He won because
Your
he
support
trusted
means
God
everything.
when everyone else was afraid.
We have victory.
This story reminds us that we all
This
face
is
giants in
incredible.
life.
Fill the palace.
Giants of
Fill
fear,
the palace.
doubt,